Yeah, it's got a different feeling from Oot, yeah. I beat it, but what I can say, I could go back and replay several times. Yeah, it does have a different feeling, I just don't know how to describe it. You know, I don't like the fact that this is timed, you know? Because the thing about time games is that you have to pause every few seconds, which is very annoying, honestly. That was the most annoying thing about Final Fantasy 13 Part 3, too, you know? Or as well. That's how to do it. It'd be a great game. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, Midgar, I mean, usually, once I start games, I want to finish them, you know? But I'm not sure if I'm gonna have the. I'm not sure if I want to on this one. I'm usually the kind of person that, you know, when I start games, I just want to finish them, like, because I want to finish Zelda II eventually. But I don't know, with this game, I just like it's hard for me to get the motivation to go back into it. You know, honestly, I wasn't feeling like I wanted to play this tonight, but I didn't feel like I wanted to play any other game either. So I was like, I might skip this. Yeah, I might actually do that. I don't know though. You know what we could do? I have a couple of unfinished playthroughs like Zelda 2 on YouTube right now. But you know what we could do? We could just look up like story events, like what happens in the story, and just watch them, and then say that we did them. Do y'all just want to do that? Just, I mean, not watch the whole thing on YouTube, but just look at the highlights or whatever, so that way we can just get an idea of how, like, things go. Because, I mean, honestly, I am interested, like, in the story. It's just to see how it plays out. You know? I mean, story in video games is, like, the most important thing to me. It's just, I just can't find the motivation to actually go through this game, you know? Okay, yeah. Let's just do that. Because, I mean... Yeah, you just have those moments where you just can't, you know? Not that I don't think that this isn't a good game, it's just... I'm just not feeling it. I mean, let's start with, I can't, like... Honestly... For Zelda 2, I mean, Chaos, you weren't here at the time. It's never worth making yourself power through a game that isn't bringing you joy to more games if you've been like, okay, yeah. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. And I appreciate that, because this is the first time I'm doing it, actually. Well, that might not be true. This is one of the rare times that I'm doing it. Because honestly, I mean, like, Chaos, you weren't here at the time, but Midgar was. With Zelda 2, you know, Midgar, that game is so fucking hard. Like, I mean, I only did one stream of it, and it just stressed the fuck out of me, you know? I don't know if I can do that shit. Like, I don't remember how far I got into it, but I don't think I could even get past the first dungeon, because it was just so fucking hard. So I'm interested to see what's going on here. That's better than, honestly, that's better than me just going through, like, going through a playthrough and just looking at when the story is and you know, and everything. And searching for it.
When Zelda II The Adventure of Link was released on the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1988, the game was received as a surprise to many fans.
Because of how fucking hard it was.
Of Zelda, an overhead, free-roaming adventure game, Zelda 2 was primarily action-oriented with added RPG elements. The game was a fundamental departure from the original, but it was incredibly successful in its own right, a popular addition to one of the greatest video game franchises ever. One of the most defining characteristics of Zelda 2 is its underlying story,
and I'm
which
glad.
continues the Hyrule Saga. In this video, I will provide an explanation of all storyline elements of the game.
Thank
In
you.
his journey in The Legend of Zelda, Link recovered the 8 fragments of the Triforce of Wisdom. After he defeated Ganon, Link also obtained the Triforce of Power that was stolen by Ganon when he invaded Hyrule. With both Triforces restored and Ganon purged from the land, peace returns to the kingdom. Several years pass and Link reaches the age of 16. One day, Link noticed a strange mark, the crest of Hyrule, on the back of his left hand. Seeking an explanation, he tracks down Impa, the nursemaid of Princess Zelda, in the North Castle. Therein, Impa places Link's hand on a door that's been sealed for generations. Link's touch causes the door to open, revealing a sleeping maiden. According to Impa, the maiden is Princess Zelda, not the one from the original adventure, but her ancestor that reigned as Princess of Hyrule long ago. As it turns out, this sleeping Princess Zelda is the origin of Hyrule's most fabled tale. Long ago, the sleeping
Wait, so Link went back in time? Is that what they're trying to say? Like, how does he go back in time? Or did I just miss that?
Princess's brother attempted to force her to reveal the location of the Triforce that had been concealed by the recently deceased father. The King of Hyrule decided to hide the Triforce of Courage in the Great Palace, fearing that if discovered it would be misused. When Zelda refused to reveal its location, her brother, the prince, utilized the power of a wizard friend to strike her down with a powerful magic spell.
Wait, Zelda has a brother?
However, in casting the spell, the wizard was overpowered by the arc of it, and it killed him. The spell caused Zelda to fall into a deep, perpetual sleep. Realizing the errors of his ways, the prince felt remorse, lamenting
Yeah, I never heard of that either.
the irreversible nature of the spell. In an act of sorrow, he placed his sister, the sleeping princess, in the North Castle Tower, hoping that she will awaken one day. To remember the tragedy, the prince passed a decree that all princesses born to Hyrule would from that point forward be named Zelda. In the present day, Impa declares that the mark on Link's hand signifies his role as the legendary hero chosen to awaken Zelda. She then gives Link a chest containing 6 crystals and ancient writings that only a future king could read. Surprisingly, Link can read the document even though he has never seen the language of the inscriptions before. The ancient text reveals that the crystals contained within the chest must be placed into the statues within 6 palaces throughout Hyrule. Doing so will unlock the path to the Great Palace, where the Triforce of Courage can be found. According to legend, when the Triforce of Courage is united with the Triforce of Power and Triforce of Wisdom, the sleeping princess will finally be awakened. If Link fails to unlock the statues and is overcome by Hyrule's monsters, Ganon's underlings will sprinkle Link's blood.
Wait a minute. I love that blue cartoon dog. I thought I was seeing like a Tom and Jerry or something for a second.
And is overcome by Hyrule's monsters, Ganon's underlings will sprinkle Link's blood on Ganon's ashes to restore the Prince of Darkness back to life. This event, the return of Ganon, should be avoided at all costs. In the palaces, Link will encounter many different types of enemies, find various magical items, and encounter bosses. Along his journey, he will also learn new spells and visit various towns.
I just realized, one of the soldiers that Link was fighting was the soldier that gave me the most fucking trouble. But I noticed that the way he was fighting him was he was jumping and attacking. I never tried that, I don't think. I was just trying to attack and trying to attack him where his shield wasn't, whether it was like in his face or in his balls or I don't know. But every time I tried like different things, he would always block it. So I was like, how the fuck do you defeat this guy? I didn't think about jumping and attacking. I never tried that. That's one of the reasons why I couldn't get past the dungeon, because of that one enemy. Aw, that's so sweet.
Link begins his quest with the magical sword to attack enemies, and the magical shield to block some attacks. As he leaves the sleeping princess in the North Castle, Link travels to Rauru Town. There, he meets an old man that teaches him Shield, a spell that reduces the damage he takes by half. Link makes his way to the white brick Parappa Palace. Within the area, he finds the candle, allowing him to illuminate areas that are otherwise pitch black.
Okay, I got in between that, so I didn't get that far, unfortunately. I was really, like, still at the beginning of the game, pretty much. Is this 10-8 Productions? I don't know what that is. Is that the name of the channel or something? This is, Zygor, I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it, gaming? XYGOR. By the way, this video is actually pretty great. I'm really liking this video. Shout out to him, for sure, for making this.
At the end of the area, he encounters Mazura, a standing horse monster with a giant spiked club. After he's defeated, Link places the first of the 6 crystals into the palace statue.
Yeah, he kept on jumping and attacking. I wonder if that was the strategy that you were supposed to do with a lot of the enemies. Huh. If that's the case, I never figured that out. But why would they make it so hard to where if you don't do that, you can't fucking defeat him?
Link manages to recover a stolen trophy in the Tantari Desert. When he brings it to a woman in the town of Ruto, she guides him to her uncle, who rewards him with the jump spell. Jump allows Link to jump twice as high as normal to reach special locations. In the water town of Saria, Link finds a mirror under a table in a house. He brings it to a woman in town who leads him to a basement. There, Link obtains the Life Spell, which can be used to heal Link in battle. After meeting Bagu in his cottage nearby, Link is given Bagu's note, which allows him to cross to the other side of the river in the water town of Saria. On the other side is Death Mountain, where Link locates the hammer. This item grants Link the ability to destroy boulders on the overworld. With the help of the jump spell, Link ventures to Midoro Palace, a teal brick dungeon. Inside, he finds the Handy Glove, granting Link the power to break rocks with his sword.
So it looks like, so far, it's just, like, Link traveling to dungeons and fighting items. That's all it is, so far. Alright. This sounds like a W.
At the end of the palace, Link faces Germa Fencer, a blue knight that hurls fireballs from his helmet. Upon his defeat, Link places the second of 6 crystals into the statue. In a cave in Morug Swamp, Link finds the Water of Life. He brings it to the southeast harbor town of Mido, where he finds a woman that uses it to cure her daughter. In return for his deed, Link learns the fairy spell, which turns him into a fairy temporarily, allowing him to fly through tricky areas.
Oh, wow.
By using the jump spell in town, he's also able to enter the roof of a house, where he makes his way to a knight that teaches him the down thrust attack for his sword. Southeast of Mido, Link finds the red-bricked Island Palace. Within its halls, he discovers the raft, allowing Link to cross large bodies of water, but it can only be launched from docks. At the end of the area, he clashes with Rebonak, an iron knuckle mounted upon a floating horse. When he's destroyed, Link inserts the third of the 6 crystals into the palace statue. In Naburu Town, Link brings water from a fountain to a thirsty woman. In return, she grants him access to an old man that teaches the fire spell, allowing Link to shoot fireballs out of his sword. On Maze Island, Link rescues a kidnapped child.
How did you guys do it without strategy guides and everything, and the internet?
And introduces him to an old man that teaches Link the
like, how the hell are you supposed to figure all this stuff out?
Allows Link to ricochet magical attacks back at enemies.
Even with strategy guides,
Link
sometimes
uses the jump spell to enter.
Sometimes, even with strategy guides, sometimes I can't, like, figure stuff out, you know? This dude for YouTube covers a lot of Final Fantasy stuff. Really? Okay. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Enter a roof, leading to a knight that teaches him the upward thrust attack. Next, Link uncovers the purple-bricked Maze Island Palace. Inside, he picks up the boots, allowing him to travel across some bodies of water on the overworld. At the end of the dungeon, he encounters Karak, a powerful wizard that shoots magical beams at Link. When he is bested, Link places the fourth of the 6 crystals.
I'm looking at these bosses and the enemies, that everybody looks so hard. Like, so fucking hard, you know? Like, even back then, you didn't have saving. You know what I mean? So, how the hell did people, like, even finish these games? Sometimes strategy I can't help my ass either. I know I like you for a reason. Similarly, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the strategy guide. Most strategy guides are fine, but there are some that like can either be not descriptive enough, or um, sometimes they give you the wrong strategy. You know what I mean? To defeat a boss, you like they probably tell you one way that worked for them, but then it's not working for you. And so you look on YouTube or maybe other websites or whatever, and it's like a completely different strategy ends up working like really well. It's like, what the fuck, you know? Patience, lost versus anxiety, and adult rage. uh, I'm saving myself that.
Into the statue. Using the boot.
Honestly, I'm probably saving myself lots of time too. You know, I mean, I do want to like play these games and finish these games, but at the same time, I'm just like, I mean, maybe when I was younger, I probably would have had the patience for that, but now that I'm old.
Boots he found within the Maze Island Palace, Link next travels to the Green Brick Palace on the sea.
Ooh,
therein,
green.
he obtains the flute, allowing him to gain access to several special areas when it is played. At the end of the halls, he faces Guma, a giant spiked helmet barbarian that swings a spiked ball and chain. When he is overcome, Link places the 5th of the 6 crystals into the palace statue.
So
With one more crystal to deposit,
yeah.
Link heads to the lavender brick three-eyed rock palace. Inside, he picks up the cross, granting magical vision to see some invisible enemies, especially those in many of Hyrule's graveyards.
This is a lot of stages. Like, holy shit. The bosses, weird strategies and guys explain shit, I'd be sitting there like, how? Really? Yeah. Yes, I mean, unfortunately, even strategy guides aren't perfect. So, probably the best thing, or the most reliable strategy guide that you could get is like official ones. You know what I mean? Not just like from individuals.
At the end of the palace, Link encounters Barba, a lengthy dragon that plunges from the lava and breathes fire. When Link defeats him, he places the 6th.
I was a walking skill issue too. Oh yeah, I have some too. Yeah, I admit it. I have some skill issues. Yes.
And last crystal into
I don't have a lot of skill. I don't have all skill issues though.
The statue. After Link obtains the 4 magic containers in the world, maxing his magic meter, he runs into an old man in the town of Kasuto. There, he's taught Thunder, an expensive spell that destroys all normal enemies on the screen. In the same town, Link learns magic called Spell, which allows him to reveal a special temple with the magic key. This
How very creative. A spell called Spell.
item allows Link to open any locked door. Now with all 6 crystals inserted into the palace statues, Link must venture through the Valley of Death to the Great Palace, the resting place of the Triforce of Courage. After entering the orange brick Great Palace, he overcomes several challenging stages. Near the end, he finds Thunderbird, a powerful beast created by the legendary King of Hyrule.
Oh, look at that enemy. That's kind of cool.
To guard the Triforce of Courage. Thunderbird swoops down from the sky and emits a barrage of fireballs, but Link manages to defeat it. Afterward, Link proceeds into the next hall. Suddenly, a mirror reflection of himself, Dark Link, appears.
Oh god. Dark Link. Well, there's raging for so long, really? I haven't played Darksiders, so I don't know about that. But I know what you mean.
The final defender of the Triforce of Courage, Dark Link emulates the attacks and abilities of Link. When Dark Link is defeated, Link recovers the Triforce of Courage, proudly hoisting it into the air.
The Dark Link is probably one of the hardest fights in any Zelda game, because he mimics him. It's like the same with just an imitation of any character. I think there's one in Mega Man. There's Dark Aeons in Final Fantasy X. I mean, those are usually like those really fucking tough. Yeah, because it's you. Yeah, exactly.
He quickly returns to the sleeping Princess Zelda, where the Triforce of Courage is united with the Triforce of Power and the Triforce of Wisdom. Magically, the Triforces align and float through the air, breaking the sleeping spell. Zelda thanks Link for saving Hyrule and declares him the hero of legend. And that's the conclusion of the storyline for Zelda II: The Adventure of Link. If you enjoyed this video, please...
Wow, okay. Oh, not bad, not bad. I mean, honestly, seeing this video now puts a lot of stress off of me. Because there have been times where I was thinking about like continuing with some games like this one. But I never had the motivation. And it was always kind of like in the back of my mind, you know, and it was kind of stressing me out too. And now that I'm doing this, it's taking a lot of stress off of me, so that way I don't have to do this. I don't have to feel like I have to do this, you know what I mean? Journey through realms of fantasy, the master of